Hello, welcome back to God's Messenger. I am Maya. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button or subscribe. Of course, I don't do this for likes or shares or any of that stuff. I just want to get the message out. And that helps. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my fifth dream, and I labeled this dream, excuse me, I labeled this dream Tickets to Heaven. Now, this was a dream that I had, and I was like stuck on it because I wasn't quite sure if it was from God. Like, I was like, I don't know about this one. There's no scriptures to go with it. I'm lost. I just don't know what exactly this dream is about, but it won't leave me alone. Like I said in my previous videos, certain dreams I can't forget. That helps me differentiate a actual like a regular dream from a dream from God. Or a prophetic dream. So that helps me differentiate the two. And this dream I just couldn't forget it. Like it just kept coming back to me like don't forget me. So so I was just like, it has to be from God, but I didn't have any like clarity on it, and it stuck with me for a good year before I actually was able to get clarity from my apostle. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Um, and also, this kind of happened around the time that I lost my job. I was working. I had this great job. It was an easy job. I only had to work like maybe an hour a day, and I got paid for a full day. So it was nice, and it paid very well. So I loved the job, and I was able to pick up more clients to make even more money, which was even nicer. But the job just automatically, just out of the blue, just disappeared, and I was just like upset because I was like, I really love this job and I don't want to leave it. But if the job just becomes unavailable and I can't work it no more, there's nothing I can do. It's out of my control. But I was upset because it was like around Christmas time and my son's birthday was that week, and I was just like, this is devastating. So anyway, I had this dream around that time. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and just basically explain what I saw in the dream. Um, so of course went to sleep like normal. Woke up and I was outside. And the it was I was outside and it was gloomy outside, and it was very foggy. Like it was foggy. Like you couldn't really see that much further in front of you. It was as fog was everywhere. And um and I was in this carnival, and well, what looked like a carnival. um and there was only, it's like a whole carnival, but there was only like the lights were out on everything except for two things. There was a ticket booth that was open, and then there was a ride that's lights was on. But those were the only two things that were lit up in the park. Um so the first thing that I was approaching, and it wasn't just me in this dream. Like I was with somebody. Like I didn't know who that person was. Like I was like, I don't know who this person is, but they're next to me and I know them in my dream. So um you know we kind of like stuck together. And then we was had these other people kept like flowing into the park. It wasn't like, it was weird because it was like everybody that was flowing into the park was just flowing in. Like it wasn't like a line of people or anything like that. It was just like, there's a person here, there's a person way over here, there's a person way over there. It's like people just slowly flowing into the park. um so then the first thing that we approached was this ticket booth, and it said tickets to heaven. And I said, that's odd, right? And then I looked at the ride that was lit up also. And the ride was kind of like, it was like a seesaw. It had a ball on this end, and then it had another ball on this end. And then it had like the configuring thing to hold it or whatever, something like that. So I thought it was a seesaw ride, right? So kind of put two and two together. Okay, tickets to heaven, that's that ride, whatever. So I was like, I wasn't interested in going on it because I was like, why is the ride called Tickets to Heaven? Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that ride or whatever. So my friend was like, "Hey, let's go," because she was my friend in the dream. I don't know who this person was. Um, but she was like, "Come on, let's go, let's get on the ride or whatever." So I'm just like, "All right," following her lead, and we get the tickets from the ticket booth, and then we go to get into the line for the ride that we bought tickets for. And the lady, the very first, we was like the second and third people in line. There was one lady in front of us. That lady was so excited. Like, she was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to get on this ride. Like, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait." Like, she was hyped about to get on the ride. And I was just sitting there like, I don't know about this ride. It says tickets to heaven. I don't know what kind of ride this is. Like, I don't know. Right? And my friend was just like, come on, man. This might be a fun ride, trying to hype me up. And I was still kind of like in the, I don't know. So then that first lady, there was a bubble that came down, and they strapped her in. It was a bubble, like on each side there was a bubble. It was a translucent bubble. It was clear. You could see through it. It was like looking through some glass, right? So she got into the bubble, and there was a seat in the bubble to strap you in. And so they sat her in the bubble, and then all of a sudden, um, yeah, then all of a sudden, so I'm just watching. I'm thinking it's gonna go like this, no, right? But no, it didn't do that. Um, so it started here. They put her in the bubble, and then when they turned on the ride, she was still hyping. You can see in the bubble excited, like, yeah, like, let's go. And then the bubble said, phew, and it shot her into the air. And there was nothing attached to that bubble, right? So I was freaking out. I was like, I don't want to get on this ride. I'm good. This is a suicide ride. Like, that lady's gonna come back down in that bubble. I can't even see her. They shot her up so high, she went through the clouds, and that was it. No more bubble. So I was like, when she come down, she's gonna smash into the ground. Like, I was not feeling the ride at all. Like, I was like, no, this is crazy. You got to be out of your mind. Like, I'm not getting on this ride, right? I did not want to get on the ride. So she's like, my friend was like, oh, come on, man. Why would they have a ride that kills you? Like, just give it a chance or whatever. You're going third anyway. You're gonna see what happens anyway. Like, just come on, we can do it, But you could tell she was a little bit more hesitant. She was hyped before, but now she's a little hesitant. Like, she's like, I don't know, like, just a little bit, I don't know. So anyway, the other side of the bubble comes around. It's like, it twists around because this side's up now because they done shot her in the air. So it comes around like this, and the other side opens up for my friend to get in, right? So I'm just like freaking out for my friend. Like, oh my goodness, they're gonna kill her. Something's gonna happen to her. It's not like, I was like, she don't even realize what she's doing. Like, this is crazy. She's about to die. Like, she about to die just like that first lady. Like, I was freaking out. But she got into the bubble, and she strapped in, and she just like kind of like sitting there like you can tell she's freaking out internally, right? Didn't say it, just freaking out on the inside. So that bubble shot her in the air too. She just went straight up in the air, and she just disappeared. So I was just like, oh my goodness, this is a suicide ride. She's gonna die. She's not gonna come back. She's not gonna come back. She's gonna die. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out in the inside and on the out. I'm freaking out all the way. So I was like, well, the bubbles got to come down. I can't get into a bubble. Both the bubbles are gone. So I'm just going to have to wait to see what happened. And that would determine whether I get on this ride or not. So the So the bubble comes back down. First bubble comes back down and it lands softly, just like that. Just, just like that. Just very gently lands. And it was weird because it was like no thrust or anything like that to make it land like that, but that's how it landed. And the lady gets out the bubble, and she's hysteric. She's hysterical. She's like, "Put me back. I want to go back. Put me back in the bubble. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. Put me back. I want to go back there. I want to go back up there. Please put me back in the bubble. I don't want to be here." Like, she was freaking out. So now, my freaking out self starts to get a little curious. Like, wait a minute. Whatever she's seen, she want to go back up there. So, what did she see? Now I'm interested. Now I'm like, okay, all right, maybe, it doesn't kill you. This ride doesn't kill you. You're not gonna die. So, okay, all right, all right, okay. But then the other bubble comes down, lands, friends get out, well, my friend gets out, and she just looks like this. And she just has the most blank look on her face. Like, just, I can't say confusion, but she just had a blank look on her face. And that, it didn't scare me. It just was like, the other lady she was hype. Well, not hype, but she was hysterical. She wanted to go back. My friend, on the other hand, was kind of like, I don't know how to read that. So, it's my turn. The bubbles are back. Boop, boop. They're back. So, it's my turn to get in the bubble. I know I'm telling the story like I lived through it, because I actually did. Like, this dream happened to me. It wasn't just something, it happened to me, right? So I did live it. So it's my turn to get. So I get into the bubble, right? And I don't know how to feel. I'm not freaking out anymore, but I'm scared a little bit. Just got all these different emotions going on inside of me, and I'm just not sure what's gonna happen. Like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna see. Like, I want to see what that first lady seen, but I don't want to see what my friend seen, because she looked distraught. She didn't look the same going up than she did coming back down. So I try to be optimistic about what I was gonna see. Like, I was just like, you know what? They don't die. That's all that matters. They're not gonna die coming back down. It's not a suicide, right? So I get in, they strap me in, they shoot me up, and everything is just like going super fast. And I'm not scared. I'm scared of heights in real life. I was not scared. But everything was like swishing past me. And it was crazy because it was like I was moving in like hyper speed. Like, it was like you couldn't see nothing. It was just, but you could see like the layers. Like, how you got the earth layer, and then you got the sky layer, and then you got the space layer. It was like layers, but I was swishing past everything so fast, so I could see it's like the color differences, just bloop 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 bloop. And what's crazy is when I got there was no bubble. The bubble disappeared. That was gone. And I was just in this. I was in my life. If that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, because I don't know how else to explain this to y'all. Like, I was there in my life. Like, not in my life like I am now, but looking at my life. You know how they say, like, your life flashes before your eyes before you die? It was like my life was flashing before my eyes. Like, literally pictures, videos or something, like I'm seeing my whole life in front of me. I'm looking at it, and I'm just like confused, because I'm like, what did that first lady see? Like, that's how I'm thinking. Like, what did the first lady see? Why am I seeing this? This is confusing. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I know I'm looking at my life, but why? So now all of a sudden, like, just like snapping the fingers, I'm back in the bubble and I'm coming back down. Land, and I'm just confused. Like, I probably had the same look that my friend had, and she probably seen the same thing that I seen, because we both had that same blank look. Like, huh? Like, right. So so the that it ended there. You know, the lady that landed first, she was hysterical when she got back, and they had to escort her out the park. My friend got there, they had to help her out the park. Not really escort her, but like kind of like help her along because she was just stuck. Me, I just was blank too. So I think I just walked out the park. I don't remember how I walked out the park, because when I landed and I just had that blank look on my face, that's where my dream ended. So I was confused about that dream for a long time. It really, I didn't know if it was from God, but I was like, tickets to heaven. Like, God will put certain things to show me that it's from Him. Um, Not just the scriptures, but this dream didn't have a scripture to go with it, so I was confused. Like, that's how normally I pick up, okay, this is from you, Lord, like when there's a scripture with it, but this one didn't have one. So that made me doubt a little bit, right? But I couldn't forget it. Like, I still can't forget it. It's like I was right back there when I was telling y'all. But I got clarity on it with my apostle, and he was able to clear some stuff up, because initially I thought this vision had to do with, okay, me not trusting God the way I should be trusting Him. Like, tickets to heaven, like, that's not a bad title, like, you're going to heaven. Why would you be afraid? Why would you question that? Why would you, that's where my mind was at. Like, okay, this is a trust thing. I'm not all the way there. I'm still working on trusting God, and I need to trust Him even more. Like, He done so many stuff for me, so much stuff for me not to trust Him. Like, that doesn't make sense. I need to trust Him. I should be trusting Him because of what He has done for me. So I need to work on that. Like, that's how I took that dream. Like, okay, this is something I need to work on, right? Because I knew it was about me. I just didn't know what about me it had, because it confused me, right? But I got clarity on it. And what's crazy is my apostle will break everything that you mention. He'll break it down, and I'm mad that I didn't have a pen and paper ready, because it's the first dream he helped me interpret. I didn't have a pen and paper ready, so I did leave out some stuff that he told me, because I can't remember everything. But the things that I could remember, I wrote them down. So he told me, basically, remember the fog in the beginning. He said that's the Holy Spirit. All the fog in the dream. The dream was just nothing. It was foggy everywhere. So he said that's the Holy Spirit. He said the bubble is God's protection. The bubbles at the end of the thing is God's protection. He said the three main people, they're all me in three stages of my life. In three stages of my journey with God. Like, right when I had that dream, I was me as a person. I was me, not that trust thing. I had to work on the trust, right? And then that second person is me sort of trusting. I think I'm there now. Like, I'm just like, okay, I trust you. Like, I could say, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you. But when it comes to actions and actually seeing and doing, it's two different things, right? So I think I'm in that middle spot now. Before, I was at that back of, that me in the dream. I was there. And then now I think I'm the friend. And then that third person that's just excited to do, I'm getting there. So it's the three stages of my journey, my walk with God, which I thought was beautiful. I was like, oh my God, like, that's okay, The ticket booth is a symbol, like symbolic for me holding the tickets to get to heaven. Because God has instilled some stuff into me to help people get there. Because not everybody's gonna go to heaven. Remember my last my dream. There's a new earth too. They're all in heaven, but there's different like layers. So because I could see I was actually in heaven, but I could see the new earth because the new earth was there too, which is weird. It's I can't explain that. Okay, I tried almost drove myself crazy last time trying to explain that. So you just go watch that video, and I tried my best to explain it there, but I still can't explain it that great. Because it's something that you got to see to believe, I guess. I don't know. And he said because in that dream I purchased my ticket that I already, well, because like in the dream I purchased my ticket, that means that I have the ticket to get there. Like the ticket's already, like I got my ticket. Which is nice, I'm like, okay, but it's not I can lose my ticket, okay? Like that's not enough for me to sit comfortable. I can't just stay stagnant. So and then they said the people flowing in is the people that I'm supposed to help get there. And I don't know who those people are. Like I couldn't see their faces. I just knew there was people coming in with me. And seeing my life in my eyes, it wasn't more so that I was looking at my life, but it was looking at my assignment, looking at the assignment that God has for me. Um, and just, looking at it. So those are the pretty much the key things that I remembered from when he broke down my dream, which I thought was beautiful. I was like, wow. Like I was sitting there like, okay, this is deep. Like this is way deeper than I thought. I thought this wasn't even from him. Like, okay. So it's just great. That's all I got to say. It's great having apostle that also is a prophet and can prophesy over you and knows things that you can't quite see yet. I think it's just beautiful how he can break down these dreams that I'm having and just tell me what they mean when I don't understand them. Which is, and I've been praying for a long time. I said, Lord, I need somebody to help me, help me get me to where you want me to be, because I can't get there by myself. I need some leadership to help me get there. And I'm glad that I have that now. It helps me feel a little bit more confident in my walk, and you can't just, when you get saved, you can't just, they talked about this last Sunday, when you get saved, a lot of people get saved and they don't have, they don't know what to do afterwards. There's no after, like, they're like, all right, you're saved, and they think that's all you need. No, it's not. You need more. You have to continue to work at it. You can't just say, okay, I'm saved, I'm good, because that's not the case. So I'm so grateful for them. If you're in North Carolina, come out, come check us out. You and your life, you'll never look at church the same after going there. It's called Ambassadors for Christ. And it's just, I love that church. I love it. Bragging about it right now, okay? So anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. I have so much. Look, I have started my journal and I have so much stuff to share with you guys. Like, I'm just on the second page of 5 pages. So you guys have a great day. I'll try to get back on here tomorrow. I try to do this as often as I can whenever I got a little free time, and I do this straight after work. Then I go straight into reading my Bible. But thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos if you like what you're seeing. I'm goofy. You might laugh a little. You might cry a little. You might even observe yourself a little. But that's what I'm here for. And I hope you guys just keep doing what y'all doing or do better.